Okay. So for this question, the first two parts aren't really too bad, and then part C, we haven't learned it yet. But we're just going to use what we know to figure it out, and I think you could do that on a test as well. So part A, it says the center of rotation is either the origin, point A, B, C, or D. Okay, so looking at this is the original, this is the new one, so it's being rotated like this around point B. So center of rotation is B. Then it says if the rotation is counterclockwise, which was what we drew to begin with, what is the angle of rotation? It looks like a 90-degree rotation, but to be absolutely sure, what you can do is take corresponding points like A and A prime, draw a line to the center, and it should make a 90-degree angle if it's a 90-degree rotation. You could do the same thing with D and D prime, just draw a line to the center, and it should make a 90-degree angle if it's a 90-degree rotation, which it does. Then for part C, it wants to know the coordinate rule. When we did rotations and looked at coordinate rules, the rotation was always centered at the origin. So we used our coordinate rules around that. But this isn't centered at the origin, it's centered at point B. So what you would need to do is go through each answer choice here and figure out which one's right. It just so happens that the first one is the correct one. So I made this chart up here. We're just going to test the first one, and the first one's going to be right, so we don't have to do it 4 times. So looking at this, we have all the coordinates for A, B, C, and D in the first image, or like the pre-image. And then we have A, B, C, D prime here. And then we're just going to look at how that changes. So if we take this, 3 minus our y here would be just 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then x plus 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. And that checks out. It makes this. Cool. Then plugging the y, 3, 1. I feel like I have the wrong number there. Yeah, I do have the wrong number. Oh, no, it's right. 1, positive 2. Yeah, it's positive 2. I don't know why I wrote negative. Okay. Positive 2. 3 minus 2 would be 1. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. And then it checks out. Then 3 minus 0 is 3. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Cool, it equals this. Then 3 minus 1.5 is 1.5. And then 0.5 plus 1 is 1.5. And that equals this. So you'd have to test out each answer choice. Okay, the next one, another honors question. We already have this graphed though. It's saying that you have the triangle ABC and that we graph that after reflection about the line y equals x minus 2. So it's this graph right here, and it gives us the coordinates for the second one too, but I'm going to go through all the steps so you can see how all the parts work together. So we graphed the original coordinates ABC right here, and then it said it's reflected over the line y equals x minus 2. So I'm going to draw this line. So our y-intercept is negative 2 right here. And then the slope is positive 1. So just up 1 over 1 a bunch of times. And then this is our line of reflection. And then I just need like a straight edge or something to draw the line. Okay, then once you have the line of reflection, you can reflect your points over it. So for example, B right here is two diagonals away, so just put it 2 diagonals on the other side, and then here is B double prime. Or wait, not double prime, just 1 prime. And then B prime is at 3, negative 3, which is where we graphed, so we're good. And then C, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonals. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get C prime. And then A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make my line longer. 1, 2, 3, A prime. And 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it matches. So there's our reflected shape. It asks about the coordinate rule though for this. And again, when we did coordinate rules, like it was a line on the like y equals x right here, and it was just like switch x and y. So I noticed that anytime it's reflected over like a diagonal, they're switching places with y and x in the rule. So because of that, I'm looking at how x is related to y here. So like, how do I explain this? Y plus 2 equals x. Y plus 2 equals x. Y plus 2 is equal to x. You get that? Like y plus 2. So I wanted to see how this is related, and I noticed you can just add 2 to the y to get the x. And then the x would be related to the y. So I noticed we can subtract 2 to get this value. Negative 1 minus 2, negative 1 minus 2. So this is x minus 2 in this position. Gifted kids, here's your time to shine. Okay. The gifted kids unite. Okay. Okay, and then gifted kids is going to be really exciting. Okay. Everybody else can be exciting too. Okay. Okay, are you ready for this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So get out.
This is the equation of this line. Y equals x minus 2.
I swear.
Bet.
Oh my.
And then y equals x minus 2. If we solve this for x, like add 2 to both sides, x equals y plus 2.
Oh.
That. Isn't it cool? That is so cool, y'all. Okay, so moral of the story is if you have the equation, Connor, if you have the equation y equals x minus 2, y equals x minus 2. And then to find your x, just solve for x. X equals y plus 2. And that's your answer.
So what if I want to do this like an English? How what? I get it.
Y equals x minus 2. And then I just solved it for x and it's y plus 2. Okay. And that's how Einstein did it. Okay. Next one. I don't know. Okay, next honors question, last honors question. Guys, stay focused. Honors question right here. Stay focused, guys. Okay. For this one, what sequence of transformations maps ABC onto ABC double prime? So there's going to be 2 transformations that get this onto this. What we did is we already graphed this over here. Also, this is the correct answer. However, they really threw me off with this one. This is why I'm kind of salty at this whole thing. Is there's an error in this. It's supposed to be 2 units left. So talk about giving Miss Silva gray hairs today. That did it. Okay. So to get this, we're just going to test this out to see if it's right, and it's the right answer. So we don't have to do it 4 times. So it says we are translating it 6 units to the left and 2 units up, then reflecting it over the line y equals x plus 1. So step 1 is from the purple one, just ABC regular, 6 to the left, 2 up. So for each point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 up. So this is A prime. From B, 6 up 2, B prime. And then from C, C prime. Okay, then second step is reflection about the line y equals x plus 1. So we have to graph that line. So the line y equals x plus 1. So y-intercept is at 1. And then the slope is 1. So up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on forever and ever. And then drawing the line. Okay, and then the final step is to make sure that these points are reflected over that line. So like B double prime is like half a unit away, so B prime half a unit, like it's just reflected over. This 1, 2.5. So half, 1, 2. Okay, A double prime. Then this 1.5, 1.5. Okay, cool. We did it.
Oh, yeah.